Welcome to uptown215.net or uptown215web.cast.net. I'm your host, E Smooth, and welcome to another edition of my show. I have a few other shows. Actually, they're on YouTube right now, and the ones that are on YouTube are three trending topics that discuss bettering the community, inappropriate behavior, and how to obtain success. But this one speaks more in general to it. Actually, that's the topic today: how to be successful, how to obtain success. We're going to touch that, and the conclusion to that is also I have this other video, dating and relationships. These are all kind of geared and connected in some way or another to each other. So I really appreciate the support. Excuse me. I really appreciate the support. If you guys just take a little bit of your time to go and check them out. All right. I have a few on my timeline at Eric Vinay, and then you can go on my Instagram if I have a 15-second clip up there, or a lot of my pencil sketch art is up there, by the way, and a lot of modified graphic designs that I've done. So like the backdrops and the outlinings and the stenciling, the penciling in, the sketch and all that stuff is all me. So if you want, go and check it out. I fill them up every so often. I have a few up there now on my Instagram at esmooth26 at instagram.com. That's esmooth26 at instagram.com. Check it out, man. I'm doing a lot of stuff. The Food Service Network is coming up also. That'll be out soon. My website is under construction, so the link that I've been giving y'all, uptown215.net, or uptown215web.cast.net, all that's linked to one thing, but it's under a website and it's not up yet. It's under construction actually, so when it's up and running, then y'all can go and tune in and see all the videos over there. Y'all don't gotta go on my timeline on Facebook to see them, or go on YouTube. You could just go straight there to the website. So that should be up soon. But without further ado, to not get sidetracked, we're talking about how to succeed. How to be successful, and for a lot of people that's difficult. And I realize a lot of people, all ages, they want to obtain success, and sometimes they don't really have anybody to really coach them on that outside of school. They're hearing it from a textbook standpoint, and they're not really hearing it from in my vision or my terms. Prior to my opinions, a more realistic standpoint, a world standpoint, in the street standpoint, perspective from what it is to be successful. And I don't mean like, doing anything, that involves criminal activity. I'm not saying that. I'm not promoting that. I'm just saying do what it is the right way, legally, saying to be successful and obtain this wealth that you may desire or want, whatever. And it's not like I'm a walking example of that, or living some fantasy, or I'm a landmark of it. I'm just a normal person like you, and I'm not wealthy, but I do have a mindset on how to accomplish wealth, how to succeed at being wealthy. And this is just my overall analysis on it. This is my view, and you know, for those of you who have your views, I appreciate you sending them to me. I would like to hear them, but this is my view on it, and this is the real. This is straight up, like, I'm gonna just tell you exactly what I think it takes to be successful, and we're gonna go right into it right now. And I'm gonna say step one. The first important step to be successful is you have to know what your God-given talent is, or your God-given gift. If you don't know what your God-given talent is or your God-given gift, you will not be successful. You have to figure out what it is that you do extremely well with less effort involved. Okay? Whatever it is that you do amazingly well, I mean extremely well, to the highest of your potential. Okay, to the top of your potential. Whatever it is you do so well with less effort involved, that is usually your gift, your success right there. That's your meal ticket. Knowing what that is first, feeling it. Some learn faster than others, some achieve it quicker than others, whatever. This ain't no race. You get it when you get it. Everybody has their own time for everything. There's no expiration date on your gift. You just have to find out what it is, and you're destined to find that out. That is a part of you, and a mind, body, and soul, and spiritual aspect. You need to know what your gift is in order to be in the race of success. You gotta know what the gift is, and once you find that God-given talent or that God-given gift, rather, then step two, number two is what you want to do is implement on it, work harder at it, rebuild it, build it up, make it stronger. You know what I mean? So that now it's like you're walking through it in your sleep. Now you don't even have to think twice about it. You know the back of your hand inside and out. You know your shoes. You know how they look when you do them on. You know how to tie your shoestrings or your shoelaces. You know how to throw your clothes on. It's like it's just everyday, day-to-day thinking is normal to you. You're accustomed to it rather. So that's how it's going to become when you're like building on your God-given gift or God-given talent. It's going to be even more fluent in you. It's going to just start rolling like this. Okay. Step three, last but not least. Okay. Number three, we're going to say you want to surround yourself with people of success, people who are doing successful things or are in group settings and programs or amongst their colleagues and stuff that they work with or through a social networking service, and they're successful people in this group and they're working together, colleagues and everything. You got VPs, you got presidents, you got the low accountancies, all that stuff. It's just like these people, I mean, directors, whatever, administrators, advisors, but these people are like coming from all different walks of life, all different, directions they're coming in from, and they're telling you that this is what they do. They're in group settings, they go to meetings. A lot of them are just like, like they call them sticklers. They're kind of to themselves. You wouldn't even know that they got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, or a pocket full of money, because they're just so basic and normal. Their whole persona is just normal and basic. Like you wouldn't even think twice to, and wouldn't even know that you just walked past a millionaire or a billionaire just like that. I mean, because these people keep low profiles, but they're amongst other people that they know of that's in that tax bracket of financial gain, and they're wealthy, and they surround themselves by other wealthy people that are optimistic. You know what I'm saying? Opportunists. You know what I'm saying? Also, in the midst of non-profited organizations, okay, or non-profit organizations, they're in the midst of it. They're throwing charity in that. They're even doing something else. They're investing into certain franchises, and they're going into sponsorships and stuff. These type of people that you're supposed to be surrounding yourself with, not pessimistic people and negative people that ain't doing nothing. You don't want to be in a bad vibe setting or surround yourself with other people that's in a bad vibe setting. You want to get up out of that and focus on what it is that you know that's going to give you, the essential tools that you can utilize to get where you need to go. Okay, so you definitely don't want to surround yourself with pessimistic people, but you do want to surround yourself with optimistic people, people who are doing positive things in a positive way. In a new day, in a new way is what Barack Obama said. We want to start implementing on that too. It's a challenge for us every day, but it ain't nothing that we can't handle. You know what I'm saying? We're accustomed to challenge, and without that, then the only thing left is defeat, and we don't do defeat over here. You know what I'm saying? We don't condone losing, so it's all about winning. It's all about bettering yourself, but in a better way, and be friendly competitive with it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna start meeting different people. You can't be thinking that you know everything, and you got all the answers to the questions when you don't. Sometimes it's good to just be humble and humble yourself in any situation, but especially when it comes to success, humble yourself, because the more you inquire, the more knowledge you inquire, the more wisdom you have underneath you, or up here, you're gonna be like a step forward or three steps forward, or you're gonna be above the game because you kind of see it from a different perspective. So you want to keep that fresh. Humble yourself and listen. Just listen to a lot of these people that you're supposed to be in this group with, learning stuff from, and they're gonna teach you and mold you into an investment because this is what they do. They wake up, they eat, drink, sleep, and shit money. You know what I mean? It's the truth. So it's either you want to be a part of it or you don't, man. So I'm working on mines now. I'm venturing to a lot of different things. So be mindful that one hand does wash the other, and help others along the way that are trying or at least making an effort to do so. And you also want to encourage these people along the way because they're going to be a part of your travels. If you have the torch and you're carrying it, once you get to the top, you're supposed to pull everybody else up. Or if there's a rope dangling down, okay, and into the cliff, you want to make sure that everybody, if you cliff hanging, you gonna climb up the rope, and then when you get to the top, you letting the rope still be there and helping people climb up it. You're not gonna cut the rope off and let everybody fall down the cliff. So that's not cool. And this is what you're trying to do. You're trying to make the youth realize it as well, that they could be successful. They have higher aspirations, and they're inspired by quotes and other leaders amongst leaders that are telling them that this is the right path to follow. They're going to churches, they're going to these nonprofit organizations, they're in PAL centers, they're on athletic teams, they're doing proactive things, and they're in the library there, and these people want to be successful, whether you want to be a lawyer, a doctor, an engineer, or some type of fireman or police officer, whatever it is, etc., that you want to do, you can do it and be successful at it. But a lot of it is being employed, being a self entrepreneur, try to develop that core, and you start with just facing it facing success in the eye when you look in the mirror, because that's you are your success, you are your own strength, and you're also your own weakness as well as your own strength, and in your own weakness you are also your own mastermind. So you want to be a mastermind of your success and continue to let it grow, because the more you water it, the more it's going to grow. The more you feed your mind, the more it's going to grow. You become a mastermind. You stand behind your business 100%. Your marketing, your advertisement, your percentage ratings, your income for revenue, all these things start to come up. Tax time come around this time of year. W-2s are in. You good. Success is monitored around knowing the business is basically what I'm saying in a globule. It's about managing yourself, investing in something. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to do that, and when and you're only gonna be able to do that in a group like this, a group of other people doing it. Because the thing is, once you have grasped it, and then you build it on it, and then you surround yourself with people who are doing it, and they teach you the ins and the outs, the tricks of the trades, and you're investing up more and more energy and time into it, and you're starting to branch out from other people who are in the business, who are leaders of leaders, like I'm saying. You start to grow, and you start to see how things are done accordingly, and now you become the business eventually through your investments that you have gained from being in the social setting, because you know the business, and you know now the ins and the outs of the business. It took time to grow. You watered your mind to have a master mindset, so that you can always go out there and conquer any task or anything that you may feel is in front of you. This may sound strange to others, but it might sound normal to others, because you gotta say to yourself, what is it that you want? Some people say, I don't need to know what I want. I'm just gonna just do what I gotta do. So what is it that you gotta do if you don't know what it is that you want? You can't go and do it. You know what I'm saying? You want something, but what is it that you want? Whatever it is that you want, you gotta go after. Because a lot of times it's not so much what you want. A lot of times it's really what you need. Some people are in certain situations where success is the only key. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some are more driven than others to get it. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is just basic random talk right now, but you gotta understand, your mindset has to be trained for this, man. Success is right in your grasp. You either prepared for it or you're not prepared for it, because it's gonna come from all angles. You know what I'm saying? Because like you like everybody say, you can't look at the other side of the fence. Just the grass is greener. So what? The grass is greener on the other side. That don't really mean that they not using artificial grass. Yours is natural. You know what I'm saying? Because you did it the right way. You know what I'm saying? You didn't look for no handouts. You didn't look for no free opportunities. Because, by the way, they don't exist. Nobody just walks up to you and say, hey, you're a nice looking person. I like the way you dress. You look like you're going places in life. Here's a job. No, there's no recommendations for it either. So what's the weight? Who's holding you back from it? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I think, are just either scared of it or they don't want anything, because there's no excuse for all the people out there right now, okay, in the midst of these times that we're in, to not be making a bigger impact on our society, reconstructing the infrastructure, okay, rebuilding these companies, putting better employees in there, installing better mindsets in the individuals amongst us, from the youth to the adults. Give hope. Elaborate on some of the things that we don't have and what consists of being successful. Better books, better technology or electronics. You know what I'm saying? A stricter dress code. Um, Better teachers, better inspirational speakers, motivational speakers, mentors, advisors, mediators. We need more athletes. We need more entertainers. We should not have to be boycotting anything. Freedom of speech should be at an all-time now, but without so much provocative language. Structure the boundaries of it. Spread out the companies. Put certain businesses that have good reputation and make less money for it without their good deeds going unnoticed. They still have a lot of traffic flow, but they're in the wrong place of revenue to obtain their full potential of the business to be extent, because you want to extensively have gains of wealth, because now the revenue or their place of income is going to develop that. Read the fine print. Everything that looks good ain't good. Everything that sounds good ain't good. Everything that you read ain't really there. It doesn't exist. It's not true. These are also things. Go take a marketing class. There's nothing wrong with school. Some people have to take different routes, but if that's what you are, dedicate into one thing. Don't be branching out. This is not a little retail job where you're trying to branch out and you're doing multitasking just to improve and make an impression on other employees and employers, whatever, so that you can get to the top. Forget that. If that's not what you're destined to do, focus on something that is going to be a lot more to your liking, because you gotta understand, it's gotta be something that you're really good at and you're comfortable with, so you don't mind doing it, regardless whether it's something that you have or you're working for somebody else. This is something that you're comfortable with, you know you're really good at, you don't mind doing it every day, you're patient, and you know the ins and the outs of the trick, and the tricks, and the ins and the outs and the tricks of the trade. You're gonna do it. You're gonna succeed. You're gonna motivate others to follow you. Now you got a team. Your other surroundings come from your colleagues, people that you're in a membership only, basically, type of group, or brotherhood. And now you're getting this money, and you're starting your investments and you're taking them more seriously. Now that's gaining interest on top of interest, you know what I'm saying? And now you're extending, you're branching out. So now you're becoming a broad horizon with your wealth, because of your advertisement, the sponsorships, the members only clubs, the donating to charity, tax write-offs, you know, all these type of things, you know what I'm saying? And then you just got, like, and it just keeps reproducing. Before you know it, you're gaining success. You're there and you're gaining success. you're gonna get success on top of success. Now it's not. It's sort of like a game now. You know, the more you play it, the better you get. So, you know, just take it seriously. I'm just giving you just a straight up, no scripted, no acting, none of that. Just straight up, real, uncut, raw version of how to be successful, in my personal opinion, by the way. So FYI, so FYI, for all those people out there that want to know, I'm just telling you straight up, this is what I feel, and I think this is a good way, just using a few key factors that you can utilize to gain success. Okay, to just straight up, real raw, this my version of it. You know, support. Thank you for tuning in. You know, to my other addition to the segments and videos that I had prior to this, and hopefully you come back and support. I accept the critics, the haters, and the people who are supporting. I commend y'all. I really appreciate it. This is 215 uptown215.net or uptown215web.cast.net. That's uptown215.net or uptown215web.cast.net. Hit me up. You'll see my links. You'll be able to get me on Facebook and Instagram right now. But when the website is up, definitely tune in and holler at me and support the ball. Alright? Appreciate y'all. Happy Tuesday. Peace.